Heavy rains affected parts of Nelson Mandela Bay as well last night. Residents of the Kuyga Informal Settlement had to be evacuated. They returned home this morning to assess the damage caused by the rains. Many were heartbroken as their possessions were washed away or destroyed. SABC News reporter Kim Daniels is on the scene.
The rain over this past weekend has been welcomed in the Nelson Mandela Bay Metro, but for some areas it caused more damage than it brought good news. I'm standing in Kuyga at the moment with a couple of residents who were evacuated from their homes last night because of the excessive rains and flooding. For myself and my camera colleague Zamokanya to get in here, we walked through water that took us, up to our knees. We are soaking wet. I'm not sure if you can even see behind me. Maybe Zama can show you. Some of the water damage to these houses has been quite excessive. That is why disaster management stepped in. But one guardian angel actually called disaster management last night to let them know about the situation. And I'm joined by her now. Ma'am, thank you so much for your time. Just tell us, how bad was the situation last night that you felt you had to call disaster management to help get everyone out of here?
Okay. Ma'am, last night the rain was falling. Our house was full of water. We cannot go to the community hall. Councillor said we must go there. Disaster management, he came to us. He gave us mattress and the blankets and the soup also. We sleep there because we don't have a space to sleep in our house. Our house was full of water. Thank you.
And then when you came back this morning and you saw your homes, was the damage quite bad from the rain last night?
Yes, our house it was full of water. So then we gonna keep the water outside now.
And then by doing that, you're trying with buckets and just to move the water out of the house, or what exactly are you guys doing?
We take the buckets to move that water outside.
Thank you so much, ma'am, and all the best. I am joined now by another resident, Nandipa, who has 11 children. She stays in this area. As you can imagine, that experience last night was probably quite scary for you, ma'am.
By my house is full of water. Nothing. I didn't get even a grocery. I didn't have even a nappies for my child because my house is full of water. I didn't have even a card of clinics of my children's.
Did everything wash away with the rain last night?
Yes, none.
And how are you feeling now? How are you going to pick up the pieces and try and find your clinic card for your baby, or try and get nappies? Like you said, everything flooded away last night.
Yes, last it was, but now I didn't get nothing.
And are you hoping for some kind of help from the municipality or from your neighbors?
I didn't have even a family, even a nothing. I'm alone. Yes, I'm alone.
Okay, there was just two of the residents here in this area in Kuyga just explaining their plight about how all their belongings, this lady has 11 children, all her children's possessions, her possessions flooded away last night. She doesn't have a nappy, she doesn't have a clinic card, so it is quite a tough situation down here in Kuyga. As we said, the disaster management is on site trying to provide some relief for these people, but the rains did cause extensive damage.